Hello, my name is Zed. Welcome to the Shovelware House. Today we are playing a hidden object game. Now, regular viewers to the Shovelware House may be wondering, why don't you do more hidden object games? And the reason for that is very simple. It's twofold. First of all, I'm terrible at them. And secondly, they're incredibly boring. Not in a... they're bad in a dull way rather than an entertaining way. But I couldn't pass the opportunity to play this one up. It won't let me put the full Shovelware House name in. Alright, so this is Coronation Street. And I'm going to have to explain for our American friends. Coronation Street is an incredibly long-running, I think it's like 70 years or something now, soap opera in Britain. It airs, I think, 3 times a week. And it's basically like Game of Thrones for grandmothers. Here's Becky asking Betty if she can keep an eye on Amy. She's not paid to be a childminder, you know. And Becky's going to see to the customers. Brilliant. Excellent. Those photos are horrifying, to be honest. That's Betty, by the way. This is Betty. She's kind of like a... Oh, good God, what a hideous child. She's kind of a long-running featured character in... I don't know if she's still in it. Oh my God, we're zooming in on Google Maps. This is Coronation Street. It's just a normal street in... I think it's Yorkshire or Manchester or something. Up north. Everybody talks like this. And we're doing a kind of intense zoom. There's a cat down there. It's so generic, it just says midweek sports roundup on the news sign. Which means it's probably Wednesday. I think Coronation Street airs on a Wednesday. That's the Rover's Return. It's a pub. That's where we start. This looping music is the theme for the show. Oh, heck. That's tantamount to blasphemy in Britain. There's a lot of glass clinking going on. Which is weird, because it doesn't sound like there's a lot of people in the pub. Which makes me wonder what all the glasses that they're clinking together are for. Oh my God! Wall of text. You tore up the recipe to your Hotpot. I should explain what a Hotpot is as well, I suppose. It's kind of like a stew. You take some vegetables and some meat, you put them in some gravy, you cook it for a bit. I don't really understand why you need a recipe for that, but Betty's is like apparently super legendary in the lore of Coronation Street. And Steve's going to give a free pint to anyone who finds a piece of paper. That's nice of him. There he goes, look. Setting the stakes for the game. Raising those stakes. Adding drama and intrigue. You know, I saw a scrap of paper blowing about earlier. Maybe that was what... Who remembers that? Who remembers if they've seen a scrap of paper? Oh, God. Okay, so this is a typical hidden object game, I guess. Again, I'm terrible at these. There's a dartboard. At least we got that one. I've always been really, really bad at hidden object games. They remind me of, you know when you have those... Look at his face. He's just frozen in time while someone just picks around all the stuff in the bar. And why is all this stuff on the bar? How does anyone get in to actually get a drink? It just seems inefficient more than anything else. I guess I got a toy car. I didn't even know that was there. I was just clicking randomly. Perfume bottle. No, I don't know. Who knows? Look for some keys, maybe. Staple gun. There's that. So, you know, this is your pretty typical, standard nonsense. I just got a mallet. This is what I used to do in, Oh, wow. If you click on the wrong... if you don't click on a thing, it just makes the cursor spin in a hideous fashion. This is how I always used to play... You know those old adventure games where you're basically just searching pixel by pixel until you find something you can do I used to do that because I was bad at those as well. I'm just very, very bad at looking at things. Is that a barrel? That's a barrel right in front of me. Ladle. Can we find a ladle? Probably can't find a ladle. We've got a hint system. Oh, there's the ladle. And the hint system plays the theme, in case you hadn't heard the theme enough. Tin opener. Tin opener? That looks like a tin opener, but I don't think it is. It just does that. Who left their toothbrush on a bar? I mean, I've worked in a kind of bar, club, pub environment, and the bar is never clean enough that you'd want to leave your toothbrush on it. Then again, if you believe the stereotype of all British people having bad teeth, maybe that explains it. It's because we all leave our toothbrushes on the bar. Right, I'm just going to wait for the hint thing to... Come on. It's pretty much how we're going to be playing the rest of the game. Oh, there's some keys, look. We need a maple leaf. Is that a maple leaf? There it is. Look at that. Hook. I presume an actual hook. And not the villain in that excellent kids film about Robin Hood. Oh, we'll just skip forward to the point at which the hint thing has respawned, and yeah, we'll just skip all this nonsense. Alright, so I successfully collected everything, and now we're looking for a piece of the Hotpot recipe. Is that a piece of the... is it? No? Oh, I guess we'll just wait for the hint thing to come back again. I think this is probably what the game's going to consist of for the most part. It's just... oh, wait, there it is. Great job! First Hotpot piece found. Hooray. What a sense of accomplishment we have. Was Ken just kind of wandering around the pub, looking through the random miscellaneous items? I'm beginning to think I should have offered a bag of nuts instead. Oh, Steve. We need some more cheese and onion fetching up, Steve. And one of the pipes is blocked. I'll see to it later. Now would be better. Jack's waiting. Oh, Jack. Jack's a legend as well. Aye, lad, come on. I want to get down the bookies before they close. Oh, Jack. I should explain the bookies in case anyone doesn't know. Bookkeepers. It's where you go to gamble. What the hell is this now? Some kind of Bioshock-esque pipe rewiring thing. Is this how the pipes are set up in a pub? In Coronation Street? I guess it must be. Well, I am slightly better at these. Not much better, but, you know, I'm better than I am at actually finding the things. So that's good. I guess that's got to go that way. Well, it can't go that way, can it? It's got to go there. Is that okay? Yeah, that looks okay. Wonder if we get to see the beer flowing through the pipes. No, we don't. We just get to move on. Excellent. Well, that was worthwhile. There you go, Jack. Just look at these monstrosities. Blueberry and rhubarb chews. What's wrong with sherbet dabs and midget gems? Oh, Norris, you're so old. They're types of candy, for those of you that don't know. Rita's face is kind of large compared to Norris. That's what she's known for in the show. Rita with the big face. Yeah, you go have your lunch, Norris. We've got this. You piss off somewhere else. You know, if you're going home, you could help me by collecting the things on this list for the charity sale we're having at church. Alright, Emily. You're dead. Aren't you? Didn't you die? Or get attacked? Or something? The only time I've ever watched Coronation Street, there was a guy, I think his name was Richard. He killed a woman named Maxine. And then I think he attacked Emily, who's there, with a crowbar. And then tried to kill his family by driving them into a river. It is I wasn't kidding when I said it's basically Game of Thrones for grandmothers. Oh, look, they're staring, looking sassy and old at each other. And we just get to do this all over again. There's a toothbrush. Oh, this is the most riveting gameplay. And I don't understand the popularity of these games with people. Usually old people. It's kind of like a... I don't know, it's a mystery to me, but there's hundreds of them, and they're always the same. They're exactly the same. Like, I presume there's enough now that there's a genre for them. And they never go past, you know, this basic thing. They're just the same game, remade, endlessly, forever. And we're going to jump forward to the end of this level. And there we go. That was the final thing. There wasn't even a piece of the Hotpot recipe there. So what was the point of being there? Now we're going to the garage, where Kevin is. You know, I overdid the ale last night. My head feels like it's been hit by a sledgehammer. Make a brew, will you, Ty? Oh, it's Tyrone. Now, the only thing I do know about Tyrone is that he was once in a domestic abuse storyline where his girlfriend was beating him up or something. That's the only thing I know about Tyrone. Something about a taxi. And he's looking for his tools in a garage. And why does the garage have a piñata in it? What is the purpose? So we're just looking for spanners and wrenches and clamps and... There's a toolbox. I bet they're in the toolbox. Has anyone tried to check the toolbox? The only place there aren't tools, in fact, is in the toolbox. Which just strikes me as incredibly inefficient. How do you even run a garage like that? Right, we've got the clamps, and we're still just looking for... Is that underwear? There's dirty underwear hanging on a step ladder. Now, I haven't watched a whole lot of Coronation Street. But I don't remember the part where they put dirty underwear on a stepladder. Maybe that was a plot point once. Maybe they decided to intervene with someone's unsafe, unsanitary working conditions. Especially when, okay, so I kind of understand why you would use that, you know, to clean some stuff up or whatever. But there's like this industrial-looking wipe stuff up there. Is that a wrench? Looks like a wrench. Oh, I've also figured out why it does that. That swirly thing. It's so that you can't just kind of run your mouse up and down over the screen, clicking everything. Which I tried to do in the last level. Because to hell with actually playing this stupid game. Oh, it continues. Right, we'll jump to the end of this. Alright, we're about to pick up the last spanner. And there it is, right in front of me. Of course it is. And now we're checking for a piece of the Hotpot recipe. Hooray! Where is it? And we've got to wait for the... Is that it on the wall there? Look, a piece of paper. Look at that. That would be a really good place to put the Hotpot recipe. That piece of paper. That's actually visible. Rather than what you've done. They do this thing. Really annoys me. Where they just kind of take an object and then put the transparency down to like 4. And then stick it over the top of a really opaque object so that you can't see it. Now I understand that you want to put an element of challenge and whatever in your game, but that's just mean. It's unfair. It's dishonest, maybe. Oh, there it is. Of course I do. Who wouldn't have noticed that? And now the story continues. We're going to get a cake from Roy's. And then we're going to get some... And he's going to go get some petty cash from the safe. There he goes. Oh, is this going to be a safe cracking minigame? Kevin the mechanic opening the safe. Is that what we're doing? Yeah, here we go. Instructions for Tyrone. 2413332244. Well, that's just following instructions, isn't it? And there you can see a picture of Kevin with his, I think it's his ex-wife. I think her name's Sally. And who puts an apple in the safe? Now we're going to Roy's Rolls, which is cleverly named. See that? What they did there. We get some Eccles cakes. Oh, you have to keep explaining Britishisms. An Eccles cake is kind of like a pastry with raisins and stuff in it. Very popular. And now Tyrone's just moonlighting as part of his day-to-day goings on in the street. Roy doesn't want to put him into any trouble, obviously. I'm pretty sure Roy... Now, I don't know if I'm right about this, but just to give you an idea of the kind of storylines that Coronation Street has. Roy was married to a woman who used to be a man who later on wanted to kill herself because she had some horrible disease. And Roy was having some big, moral issue with it. And obviously, he would. And in the end, I'm sure there's a scene where they're just kind of like laying on a bed and then she drinks this grey goop and then dies. I'm pretty sure that's a thing that happened. I don't know. What are we looking for? What's going on? Russian doll. Why does everybody in Coronation Street have a Russian doll? What is the purpose of the Russian doll? And everybody keeps losing their keys. Dartboard. Plant. You'd think a parrot would be reason. Look, the piñata's come from the garage. It's followed us. Look at that. We're being stalked by a sentient piñata. Knife. Right, because it's hard to find a knife in a bakery, innit? Alright, there we go. That was the last one of those. And in the meantime, while I was doing that, I did in fact confirm Roy's wife was called Hayley, and she was a transgender woman who eventually tried to kill us. Eventually did kill herself with some sort of grey goop. That happened. Now you get some free cakes for helping to find all the crap. Ta, Roy. Cheers. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I'll be honest, it's... She's got no arms. Her arms have been removed. I give up. I'm done. I've had all I can take of this. It's all over.